Hello everyone, my name is Shyam Manawat and I welcome all of you once again to the series of Modulus. We are in lecture number 4 and in this lecture we are going to learn how to plot the graph for modulus equations. So let's get started. Now I hope all of you are aware that this is a concept builder video, so I am going to go a little slow initially. But of course I will take the reference of previous lectures. For example, to understand how to plot the graph, we have discussed this in lecture number 8 of linear equation. So I hope you have gone through that. If not, then please go through that lecture so that you will understand how to plot the graph of linear equations clearly. Now, because I am going to take reference of that and going to use the same methods to plot the graph. The only difference is here we got modulus sign. And you know, when we have modulus sign, if we remove the modulus sign, then what happens? If we remove the modulus sign, then we take one's positive and one's negative. So if I remove the sign of modulus here, I get y equal to x if I take the positive one, and if I take the negative sign, then I have y equal to minus x, right? So that's how I got two equations here. So first we will plot the graph of individual equation. Let's say this is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2 on the xy plane, and then we will understand how we conclude the graph only for y equal to mod of x. Yes, so stay tuned, do not skip any part of this video. This is a concept builder video. So all the beginners, welcome. Yeah, so first we'll go for equation number 1, y equal to x. So if you go for y equal to x, you know it's the first order equation. The order of equation is 1. That means it has to be a straight line. It has to represent what? A straight line, right? Question: what happens if you get quadratic function, quadratic equation? What kind of graph will it represent? We have done this in previous lecture, previous one, where we have discussed quadratic equation. So please write in comment and tell me which kind of graph the quadratic equation shows. I hope you are using pen paper. You have pen paper when you are watching my video. Okay, so for y equal to x, if we plot the graph, I need 2 points to draw the line. 2 points are enough to draw the line. Here I have x and here I have y. Now if you remember in linear equation, I always used to take what? If x is equal to 0, then y equal to what, and if y equal to 0, then x is equal to what, and that's how I used to get 2 points. Joining those 2 points, we get the straight line. But here, if I substitute x is equal to 0 for the first equation, if I substitute x is equal to 0, I get y also equal to 0. So I don't have scope to put y again equal to 0, right? No worries, you can put any random point. It's not necessary that you have to use x is equal to 0 and y equal to 0. That's an easy way to do it, but it's not compulsory. You can use any other point also. For example, here I can say x is equal to 2. If x is equal to 2, then y is also equal to 2. So let's see how this first equation will look like. The first equation will look like x is equal to 0 and y equal to 0. So I have here 0 comma 0. So 0 comma 0 coordinate will be at the origin. Then I have taken x is equal to 2, so y is also equal to 2. Here I have this x is equal to 2 and y equal to 2, coordinate over here 2 comma 2. Now if I join these 2 points, let me use a line component here. So this is okay. This looks better. Let's make it a little thicker. Amazing. Yeah. Yes, here we have this green line is for equation number 1. Now let's try for equation number 2. which I have got by taking negative sign when you remove the modulus sign. Yeah, when you remove the modulus sign, you take positive at once and negative ones. Okay, so y equal to minus x. Now let's plot the graph for, let's plot the graph for this here for second equation, which is y equal to minus x. Yeah, what do? Again same, if I take x is equal to 0, here y is also equal to 0. I can take x is equal to 2, in that case y is equal to what? Minus 2, right? Now coordinates, 0 comma 0 is common here also. Here when I substitute x is equal to 2, I get y equal to minus 2. For x is equal to 2, y is equal to what? Minus 2. So I get the coordinate here, 2 comma minus 2. Yes, we represent the coordinate in terms of x comma y, right? Yeah, so this is the second equation. This is how the second equation looks like. Okay, now question. It is not about plotting the graph of first and second part. The original question is to draw a graph for, plot a graph for y equal to mod of x. So now we need to see y equal to mod of x. You know, what does it represent? If you look at the original, modulus means what? Whatever you put inside the modulus, it will give you positive value, correct? Whatever you put inside the modulus, that y equal to mod of x, it will get you what? Positive value. That means y can never be negative. Remember lecture number 1 of modulus? Y here, it can never be negative. What does it mean? Y negative, this part of the graph, this where y is negative, this part of the graph should not exist. Did you understand? Because y is equal to mod of x. So y, whatever value of x you substitute here, you should get all positive value of y. So did you understand the step number 1? First we remove the modulus sign, we get two equations, plot the graph of both equations, and then look at the question again, that the original question is y equal to mod of x. In that case, y cannot take negative value. Now think about it, the minimum value which y can take, y minimum value should be 0, because if you substitute x is equal to minus 1 in the original equation, you are going to get the output as plus 1, right? So the minimum value in such case will be 0. Please repeat this class number 1 in case if you are finding this to be confusing. Repeat modulus class 1 in case if you are finding this to be confusing. And I hope if you have gone through that, it's pretty easy for you, right? So what do we do here? What do we do in that case? We take off the graph where we have y as negative, so minimum 0. Here we got equation number 2. This is equation number 2. So now combining both equation, this is the final graph. That's how it look like. Y equal to mod of x, it look like v. The minimum point here is what? 0 comma 0. Yes, I hope that's clear. Yeah, let's try one more question. Let's try. I have a lot of questions for you. So let's try one more question and understand the same steps again. So I got y equal to mod of x minus y. Now here again, if I take positive and negative, if I remove the sign of modulus, I have to take positive and then negative. So if I take positive here, removing the modulus sign, I have y equal to x minus 4. Then if I take negative, I have y equal to minus of x minus 4. If you open the bracket, you get what? Minus x plus 4, right? Now take first equation and see what you have, what you get. Take the first equation and the power of x, the variable, both the variable has power 1, right? So it should represent straight line. First order equation should represent what? Straight line, right? So here y equal to this, got it. Now I make for first equation. You can avoid making this extra diagram and this boxes. That is for me just to explain you guys and to look little presentable. You don't have to be presentable when you are solving a question in exam. There are no step markings. There are no extra marks to make it look beautiful. Okay. So for first equation, if I substitute x is equal to 0 here, I get y equal to what? Minus 4. And if I substitute y equal to 0 here, I get x is equal to 4, right? Okay, that's first equation. So I got the coordinate 0 comma minus 4 and 4 comma 0. Let's plot this on the graph. So 0 comma minus 4, so 0 on x, minus 4 on y, right? Then next is 4 comma 0, that means 4 on x, this is x axis, and 0 on y. So yes, so here this point is minus, this point is 0 comma minus 4 and this point is 4 comma 0. Are you okay with this? Yes. Okay, let's join these 2 points and make a straight line. Yeah. Yes, first equation. Now let's see what happens with the second equation. Change the color, second equation. Here box having x and y. I repeat, you don't necessarily have to make this box, okay? That's just to make it look little presentable. Okay, so y equal to minus x plus 4, y equal to minus x plus 4. Now if you substitute x is equal to 0, you get y equal to 4 here. Yeah, and if you substitute y equal to 0, then you get x is equal to sorry, if you substitute y equal to 0 here, yeah, then x will be equal to 4. Yeah, so we got 0 comma 4 here and 4 comma 0 here. We got these two coordinates. Let's plot on the graph. 0 comma 4, 0 comma 4, 0 on x and 4 on y here. Second one is 4 on x, this coordinate is what? 0 comma 4, and then 4 comma 0. 4 comma 0 is here. This point is common. All right. Now let's plot the graph. Let's draw the line. Here you go. All right. This is second equation. Yes. Okay. Now, is that the answer? Is this how the final graph should look like? No. We need to look at the original equation again and need to understand minimum or maximum point. So question is y equal to mod of x minus 4. Again, you have y equal to mod of one expression, whatever is the expression, whatever the expression may be, whatever is inside the modulus, doesn't matter, but the output of this modulus has to be positive. That means this y which is equal to this here, in that case the minimum value of for y again should be 0. Do you agree with me? Yes, think about it. Yeah, so y should not go less than 0 in that case, correct? X can be anything, because x is inside the modulus, so x can be anything, but whatever you put the value of x, y cannot go less than 0. So here y less than 0, all these points which are for which y is less than 0, all these points for which y is less than 0, that has to be taken off from the graph. Okay, let's take it off from the graph. Yeah, yes, so this is your final graph of y equal to mod of x minus 4. Understood? Okay, let's try few more. You know, after giving, see, I have, you can see here, I have y equal to x plus mod of x plus 4, y equal to mod of x minus 4. I have a lot of variations, and with 4 obviously here. Now the reason why I am giving you the variations, to understand what happens if you change some value inside the modulus or outside the modulus. So we will come to some conclusion at the end of all the graphs. So let's look at the next y equal to mod of x plus 4. You can pause the video and try it by yourself. You try it by yourself. This is a question number 3. Pause the video and try plotting the graph by yourself. What you need to do is remove the modulus, take positive, take negative, and see what happens. Okay, so y equal to minus x minus 4, right? Now first condition, if I see for first condition, if I make x and y, I have x, y. So if for this, if x is equal to 0, y equal to 4. If y equal to 0, then x is equal to 4. Simple? No. If x is equal to 0, y equal to, if y equal to 0, then x is equal to minus 4. My bad. Here. Yes. Here. See, I am telling you, I am also human. I may make some mistakes. So please correct me if I am making any mistake here. I am trying to be errorless, flawless as much as possible. I'll try to maintain the accuracy high, but in case if there is any mistake in calculation, please help me out in correcting that. Bottom line is, concept should be clear. Concept should be clear. So tell me, if concept is not clear, then it's bad. It's red flag. So I should repeat. I should make some other content to make it easy for you. So let me know about this. Well, for the second equation, if I substitute x is equal to 0, y equal to minus 4, and if y equal to 0, then x will be equal to minus 4. Yes. Now let's plot this. For the first one, I have 0, 4 and minus 4, 0. Let's plot this. 0, 4. Where is 0, 4 here? X is 0, y is 4. Here, this one, 0, 4. And minus 4, 0. On x we need minus 4 and y 0. So minus 4, 0. And then let's plot. Okay. Go to the next one, second equation, where we have 0, minus 4 as one coordinate and minus 4, 0 as the second coordinate. Okay. You can substitute any other value also apart from this 0 and something. That's completely on you. Answer will still remain the same. Yeah. So no worries. Yes. For x, this the first coordinate 0, minus 4. 0, minus 4. X is 0, y is minus 4. X is 0, y is minus 4. 0 comma minus 4, and the second one is minus 4 comma 0. Minus 4 comma 0 is here. Now let's join these 2 points. Yes, very good, brilliant, amazing. Okay, this is the second equation. Now again, tell me one thing, y is equal to mod of something, y is equal to mod of some expression, and you don't have anything apart from that, here, there, left, right, plus, minus. Y is equal to mod of some expression. So again we should say what? The minimum value of this mod could be 0, outcome of this mod, right? So outcome of this mod cannot be negative, so minimum value for the mod, this mod is what? 0. That means y minimum is what? Y minimum again is what? 0 for y equal to mod of x plus 4. Are you clear with this? If yes, then again what will you do? You will take off the coordinates, these coordinates where y is equal to 0. Now below origin you get y negative, right? Correct? So you can take off, you have to not, you have to take off the graph which is where you have y negative. That means below the x-axis y is negative. So take off that plot, take off those lines, and then you get this final graph, and this final graph is for y equal to mod of x plus 4. Do you see some relation? See, y equal to mod of x here, the first one, y equal to mod of x here. So minimum, the minimum point coordinate is what? 0 comma 0. And if I say y equal to x minus 4 inside the modulus, if I put minus 4, so graph is shifting towards the right hand side with the same units. See, from 0 it is shifting to right hand side with 4, with that same unit. Yeah, which unit? This 4. And if it is plus 4 inside the modulus, it is shifting towards left hand side. Yeah, you need to understand, remember these kind of graph. It's important to remember the conclusion of this graph. Yeah, so if it is inside, then inside the modulus. If it is plus, shifting towards left hand side, and if it is minus, shifting towards right hand side. Yeah, you need to note this part. Yeah, what is that? For y equal to mod of x, it's start from the origin, we start from the origin. Y equal to mod of x minus a, the graph will shift towards right hand side with a units. And if y equal to mod of x plus a, it will shift from origin, it will shift where? Towards left hand side. Yes, with the same unit a. Yeah, so this is something you need to note. Note this. Let's see if we have 4 outside the modulus, then what are the changes? All right. So here we take plus, we take minus. Here if we take plus, that is y equal to x minus 4, and if I take minus, then y equal to minus x minus 4. Yeah. Now for the first condition, which is first equation, which is when I take positive, I get first equation. Here I'll say, if I substitute x is equal to 0 for the first equation, I get y equal to minus 4. And if I substitute y equal to 0, then I get what? X is equal to plus 4. Fine. So I got 0 comma minus 4 and 4 comma 0. Okay, next is for the second equation, which we received by considering negative sign. When you remove the modulus sign, you get negative there. You have x, you got y. Here, if you substitute x is equal to 0, you get y equal to what? Minus 4. But if you substitute y equal to 0 here, this 0, then you get x is equal to minus 4 here. Yes, if you take to simplify, minus 4. I hope you will do it by yourself, how to simplify after substitution. This much I hope I have made you capable of, and you are now capable of doing that, correct? Okay, so the coordinates are 0 comma minus 4 and minus 4 comma 0. Let's plot the points, the coordinates for first equation first. So here I have 0 comma minus 4 and 4 comma 0. So 0 comma minus 4 on the y-axis and 4 comma 0. So 4 comma 0 here. This is 0 comma minus 4. Join the points. Join the points. Yes. Next is the second equation, which coordinates are 0 comma minus 4 and minus 4 comma 0. Yes, 0 comma minus 4, same here, and minus 4 comma 0 here, minus 4 comma 0 this one. Let's join the points. Yes, this is the second equation. Yeah. Now the original question is y equal to mod of x minus 4, right? Now if you understood the previous two graphs, then can you tell me what should be my next step to get the final answer? That's not the final graph, right? This is drawing these two equations which are formed by taking negative and positive value after removing the modulus sign. But the original equation is this, y equal to mod of x minus 4. So what should be my next step here? My next step here, because it is y equal to, my next step here is to understand what is the minimum value of y. Y minimum. Understand, had this been x equal to mod of y minus 4, then I will take what is x minimum. Yeah, because the mod is with x, that's why I am counting, I am considering, I am calculating what is y minimum. So y minimum, how will you get the minimum value of y here? So y equal to mod of x minus 4. Now take each term and understand what is the minimum possibility of this. So here this will be minimum only at 0. Mod of x, the minimum value of mod of x could be 0. You cannot have negative outcome of mod of x. If you substitute mod of minus 1, you will get plus 1. If you substitute mod of minus 2, you will get plus 2. If you substitute mod of plus 2, mod of 2 plus 2 or 2 is one of the same thing, 2, then you will get again plus 2. So you are not going to get any negative value. So minimum you can get is 0, right? If mod of x, this term minimum is 0, if this term minimum is 0, minus 4 is gift, it's already there. Yes, so in that case y minimum, think about it, y minimum should be, this term is 0, this term is constant minus 4, so y minimum has to be minus 4, correct? How is it going to help you to come to the final graph? Y minimum is minus 4, that means all the coordinates which are below minus 4 for value of y, these coordinates should not exist for this given equation. Am I clear? Am I clear here? So what will you do this time? You will take off the coordinates which are below y equal to -4. So on y-axis below -4 you will take off that. This is your final equation. This is your final graph. This is your final graph of which equation? Y equal to mod of x, and -4 is outside the modulus. Yeah. So do you understand? Here if you are having -4 outside that, then the graph is shifting below the origin. Yeah. Okay. So similarly, now I will not make the entire explanation here. You have to tell me one thing. Without any calculation, without any further simplification, tell me what should be the graph for this equation. If for -4 the graph is shifting below the origin, the midpoint, the origin point 0, 0, then for +4 it should be what? +4 y minimum should be what? My y minimum should be what? +4 in that case, correct? So your graph should look like, you try this out by yourself and tell me whether you are also getting the same condition or also not. Let me tell you. Okay, going with perfection takes time, no? Okay, hold on, I'm there. Yes, you know what, here this will be your final graph, where you take off the coordinates below y equal to 4, because y minimum here will be +4. Okay, so this should be your final graph. Are you getting this? Yes, no? Yeah, that should be your final graph. This is for y equal to mod of x and +4 outside. Yeah. So what did we understand here? Let me show you. Let me show you here. So what did we come to the conclusion? If it is y equal to mod of x minus a, then the graph, this graph will shift below the origin. Yeah. If it is y equal to mod of x plus a, in that case it will shift above the origin. Yes. Here the origin, and will start above the origin with the same units. So here this part is a, and here this part is a. Did you understand this? How the graph is shifting? If you are making the changes, if you are taking plus a minus a inside the modulus, then it is shifting left right. If you are taking a plus a minus a outside the modulus, then it is shifting up down. Yeah. So if you understand this graphs, it will be easy for you to answer the exam questions with using shortcuts. So as I said, this is concept builder video, so I am not going to the exam questions directly. In the same video we will have next videos where we will be solving level of difficulty 2, level of difficulty 3 and exam questions also. Yeah. So are you okay with this conclusion? Are you able to understand how did I come to this graph without even solving it further. Yes? Okay. So tell me, if you have, now I am not going to plot the graph. You need to understand by looking at only the equation that how should be the graph in this case. Tell me, how should be the graph in this case? Here you have -3 inside the mod and +4 outside the mod. So the graph should start with which point? You know that the modulus graph will look like V, but this V minimum point should be where? What should be the coordinate for that? Think about it. You want to revise? See, when you have minus inside the modulus, then you shift right hand side. So you shift right hand side, and if you have plus sign outside the modulus, then you shift where? Up. So you shift right and you shift up. You shift right with 3 units, okay, and you shift up with 4 units. So this will be your minimum point. So your graph, let me see if I'll be able to draw a straight line. Yes. Oh, great. I am able to do that. Here and this way. This will be your graph. And here you will get minimum point as what? 3, 4. You don't believe me? You can try removing the modulus sign, take positive, negative, make 2 equations, make those equations, plot those equations on graph, and then you see what is the minimum point of y and remove the coordinates below that point. Like here, you can see the minimum, y minimum here, y minimum here. Think about it. This modulus will get you 0, so y minimum will be 4. That's why you can see below y equal to 4, we do not have anything here. Did you understand? Yeah. So once you practice this, then you should not take time to solve step by step. That was the reason why we have solved all step by step and understood, made our concept stronger. Okay. Now, yes, this is interesting. This will be interesting for you because we got mod of x and mod of y. Mod of x and mod of y. What will happen? What will happen in this case? So you need to take the combination of all. Let's do this in the same video. Okay. Yes. So here, if I take x positive, y positive, mod of x plus mod of y equal to 4. Let me do a little faster. So we can take the combination of what? Plus minus here, plus minus here. So if I take both positive, in that case I have x plus y equal to 4, and if you put x is equal to 0 here, then you get y equal to 4, and if you put y equal to 0 here, then you get x is equal to 4. So you got these 2 coordinates, right? Let's say this is equation number 1. Now if I take plus minus, that means plus for mod of x and minus for the mod of y. If you remove the modulus sign, then what you get here? You get x minus y equal to 4. In that case, if I substitute x is equal to 0, y will be equal to what? Minus 4. And if I substitute y equal to 0, here I have made some mistake here. This was y equal to 0 and x is equal to 4. Yes, so if I substitute y equal to 0, then x will be equal to 4. This is the second condition. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now next is if I take minus a minute. Yeah, if I take minus for first, which is for x, and plus sign for this mod of y. In that case, the combination of minus and plus. In that case, I have minus x plus y equal to 4. So I will have here, when I substitute x is equal to 0, y equal to 4, and if I substitute y equal to 0, I'll get x is equal to what? Minus 4. Yeah. Yes, y equal to 0, x is equal to 4. Fine, this is third condition. Now, if I take both negative, then I have minus x minus y equal to 4. In that case, if I substitute x is equal to 0, I get y equal to minus 4, and if I substitute y equal to 0, then I get x is equal to minus 4. So we got these 4 combination here. Yes, 4 combination, and we have to draw all 4 combination on the graph. So let's see. Let's see graph. Let's plot all 4 combination. Will you be able to remember that? 0, 4, 4, 0. Yes, the first one is 0, 4, 4, 0. 0, 4 and 4, 0. Okay. So first line 0, 4, 4, 0. Okay. The second line is 0 minus 4 and 4, 0. 0 minus 4, 0 minus 4 and 4, 0. So here I have got the second line. Yes, the next is the third line. Coordinates are 0, 4 minus 4, 0. 0, 4 0 comma 4 and minus 4 comma 0. Yeah, 0 comma 4, 0 comma 4 here, and minus 4 comma 0. Minus 4 comma 0. So the line here will be this way. Hold on. We are yet to come to the conclusion. Don't worry. And next is 0 minus 4 and minus 4, 0. 0 minus 4 and minus 4, 0. So here join the coordinates. All right. Yes, we got 4 conditions. First, second, third and fourth. 4 condition. And this entire like, we can extend from all the side. We have got 2 arrows here for line. This is not the final graph. We need to understand minimum maximum. Now understand this. Here the actual equation here is mod of x plus mod of y equal to 0. Now think about it. Sorry, not equal to 0. It was equal to 4. Now think about it. Whatever you substitute here, sum of this has to be equal to 4. It cannot be more than 4. It cannot be less than 4. Think about it. That means it's not possible for me to substitute y equal to 5. Not possible. Or y equal to minus 5 instead. Yeah, because in that case, even if I substitute x is equal to 0 here, y is going to get me, for plus 5 or minus 5, the mod of y is going to get me 5, and 5 will be more than 4. Are you getting it? So if you understand this combination, you will find that the value cannot exceed from 4 or minus 4. I mean, it cannot go below minus 4, and same for y, it cannot exceed plus 4 or cannot go below minus 4. Otherwise it will disbalance this equation. Yes, if you put 5, then you have nothing to put for x, so that nothing to put for x, so that the mod of x plus mod of y will get you 4. Think about it. If you put y equal to 5, in that case you get mod of y equal to 5, and you put any value of x, the minimum value the minimum outcome of mod of x will be 0. So 0 plus 4 will still, 0 plus 5 will be 5. It will not be 4. Are you getting me? So it means y, individual y, for mod of y, it cannot be more than 4. Yeah, the mod of x, it cannot be more than 4. That means the x range will be between -4 to 4, and y range accordingly will change again between -4 to 4. Did you understand this? Yes. If yes, then you have to take off the coordinates which are more than 4, also the coordinates which are less than -4. Yes, and this square, let me shade this reason for you. This square, yes, this is the graph for mod of x plus mod of y equal to 4. Did you understand that? Yeah, revise this part. You know, we have to keep increasing the difficulty level. We can't go basics the way we are doing as of now. We have to keep increasing the difficulty level. So I hope you are clear with this. Rewind this video, and if you are having any question, any doubt, please write on the comments so that I can address that. Yeah, I want you to try this mod of x minus mod of y equal to 4. I want you to try this out and then plot the graph and see what you get. Okay, so this is it in today's video. Thank you so much. You have been really good audience. Get patience because the video is really long, lengthy. Keep learning. Don't run away from longer video. You know, sometime when I go with flow, then I don't look at the time. So I am not here just to please you. I'm here to teach you. Yeah, not to please you. I hope you understand. So I don't want to make the small videos and just for you to like or subscribe. It is more for you to learn. So focus on learning. Yeah. So thank you so much. My name is Shyam Manawat. Signing off. I will see you in the next lecture. Till then, stay happy, stay healthy. Bye bye.